Alright, Vikings faithful. Let's dive into this skull search madness with all the passion we've got for our purple and gold. What's cooking today? We're breaking down the latest buzz around the 2025 NFL Draft. And oh boy, there's a name lighting up mock drafts everywhere. Kentucky's cornerback Maxwell Hairston. Teaser alert. This guy ran the fastest 40-yard dash at the combine. But will he fit the Vikings' ferocious D? Buckle up, because we're about to unpack this electrifying prospect and see if he's the next big thing for Minnesota. Picture this. It's late March 2025. The draft is just weeks away, and Vikings fans are buzzing like a hive of hornets. Why? Because the cornerback position in this class is a wild mix of speed, skill, and raw potential, and we need someone to lock down that secondary. Maxwell Hairston's name keeps popping up in mock drafts tied to the Vikings, and it's got us all on edge. Is he the guy to step in and make plays right away? Let's dig into the tape and find out what's got everyone talking. First off, let's set the scene. The Vikings are sitting pretty in the back half of the first round, and the secondary talent is stacked. Hairston, a fourth-year junior from Kentucky, is one of those names that screams potential. At 5 feet 11 inches and 183 pounds, he's not the biggest dude out there, but what he lacks in size, he makes up for in pure, jaw-dropping speed. This is where the story gets juicy. Let's talk about what makes this kid special. Maxwell Hairston isn't just fast, he's the fastest. At the NFL Scouting Combine, he blazed a 4.28-second 40-yard dash, the quickest time of anyone in this draft class. On the field, that speed is a weapon. Watching his 2024 games against Georgia, Texas, and Louisville, you see it, he's not getting torched over the top. Receivers try to stretch the field, and Hairston's right there, stride for stride. Vikings fans, imagine that in Brian Flores' defense. Speed like that could be a game-changer. But it's not just about running fast. Hairston's footwork is smooth as butter. His feet are always in sync with his eyes, keeping him balanced and ready to react. Against Texas, he shadowed receivers without breaking a sweat, rarely getting caught out of position. It's the kind of control that makes you think, this guy could handle the NFL's best. So what do you think? Does that sound like a fit for our secondary? And then there's his field vision. Holy skull, it's impressive. Hairston reads plays like a veteran. In that Georgia game, he sniffed out a screen pass and shot downhill to blow it up. His 89 career tackles, including 71 solo and 6 interceptions, show he's not just watching, he's making plays. Vikings Nation, can you see him picking off passes at US Bank Stadium? Let me know in the comments. Now let's pump the brakes for a sec. Hairston's not perfect. His frame is a big question mark. At 183 pounds, he's slender, and that could spell trouble against physical receivers like Justin Jefferson in practice. Or worse, those bruising NFC North wideouts. In the Louisville game, you could see bigger guys pushing him around a bit. Does that worry you, Vikings fans? It's got me thinking. Here's where it gets dicey: run support. Hairston isn't the guy you want crashing into the box to stop a running back. Tackling's a weak spot, especially in open space. Against Texas, he whiffed on a couple of tackles that left me scratching my head. For a Vikings defense that loves to get aggressive, that's a red flag. Can he bulk up and fix that? Or is it a deal breaker? And then there's ball tracking. You'd think with that speed he'd be a hawk on deep balls, but he struggles to locate the football in the air. In the Georgia tape, there were moments where he had the coverage but lost the ball at the last second. His 10 passes defended and 3 touchdowns off picks are awesome, but he's got to get better at this. What's your take? Can coaching fix that? So, let's zoom out and talk stats. Over his Kentucky career, Hairston's racked up 3 tackles for loss, 3 forced fumbles, and those 6 picks, 2 of which he took to the house in 2023. That's playmaking ability right there. He was a 3-star recruit back in 2021, per 247 Sports, but he's clearly outgrown that ranking. This dude's got instincts and quickness that scream NFL potential. Now, here's the Vikings angle. Does he fit? Brian Flores loves speed and reaction skills, and Hairston's got those in spades. That 4.28 speed? Flores would drool over it. But the tackling issues don't jive with our aggressive, hit-everything-that-moves style. I watched those games and I'm torn. He's electric, but those open field misses could haunt us. What do you think, Skull fam? Let's play mock draft for a minute. Say we're at pick 24, and Hairston's on the board. Do we take him? Some mocks have him going earlier thanks to that combine performance, but others see him sliding to the second round because of his size and tackling. If we trade down, maybe we snag him later and grab extra picks. Vikings fans, would you pull the trigger or look elsewhere? Here's the suspense. Hairston's a gamble. His elite speed and instincts could make him a star, but the frame and tackling woes might limit him. Picture this. He's covering a deep route against the Packers, flies past the receiver, but then misses the tackle on a comeback route. That's the roller coaster we're on. Can he grow into a complete corner for Minnesota? All right, let's wrap this up with a big question. Where does Hairston land with us? I don't think he's the top guy on the Vikings board. Flores might love the tools, but those weaknesses could push us toward a bigger, tougher corner like, say, a Joey Porter Jr. type. Still, Hairston's upside is tantalizing. Drop your predictions below. Who's our CB1 in 2025? Skull Vikings, that's the breakdown. Maxwell Hairston's a name to watch as we charge toward the draft on April 24th in Green Bay. Will he be rocking purple next season? Hit that like button if you're hyped for more Vikings news. Smash that subscribe for all things Minnesota, and share this with your fellow fans. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What's your dream pick for our secondary? Skull.